Welcome everybody to another episode of the Pure Iron Man series. We have a big episode in store today, 25 minutes of action-packed wilderness adventures. We are hunting some insane best in slot items in this episode, so I hope you guys do enjoy. We have been doing over 100 hours of wilderness stuff and getting all the prep done and stuff like that, so I do appreciate anybody who likes the comments and subscribes on the video. Don't forget, do join the clan chat down below as well, HutchOSRS, just type it in and you will be in the clan. I'll rank anyone who joins, and it's just cool to have some people come by and stop and chat. So yeah, let's get on into the video and see what we get up to. Seeing this XP is going to be beautiful. Look at this, 2,700 total farming XP. Check one tree, bang, 467 XP just from one. Got 2 levels. Happy days. Right, there we go. First tree run completed, and that is going to get us to 20 farming, which means we can do the Garden of Death, get 10,000 XP from that, and we will be into the 30s. And then we can slowly start to get working on it. We want to get to 30 Herblore soon, so we can do one small favor, unlock prayer potions and stuff like that. So it's definitely something I can't be neglecting for too much longer. An ancient crystal chop, not too bad at all, not too much use for it for now, but that is a step in the right direction. Right, so the next plan of action is we're going to do some AFK and we're going to get ourselves some willow logs. It's just the easiest option for now. We're going to get ourselves to 50 firemaking, kind of work on desert treasure. Obviously, we'll get ourselves to 50 attack. That'll be our best in slot melee weapon for a while. And obviously, we unlock ancient magics, which will be very useful for magic as well. And it's kind of just good to get out of the way. We can get some magic robes with the ghostly robes as well, so that'll be pretty nice. And then that's a couple of little upgrades as well at the same time. We'll get some magic XP from it as well. We'll actually get up to 60 magic. Go ahead and do the mage training arena, and then we'll be looking pretty nice. A couple of little upgrades there, so that is kind of the plan of action for now. In terms of what we got in the bank, we've got approximately 48 bank so far, so we haven't got too many more logs to go. I'm going to get 50 firemaking, and in terms of quests, I'm pretty sure we're not too far away. I think we might have a couple of things to do. 50 firemaking, Troll Stronghold, and Temple of Ikov, so we'll get those done and work on desert treasure being completed. Up next then, the Garden of Death. Pretty useful quest. Get yourself some nice XP from this as well, which is pretty cool. The plan of this was to just start some farming, and 10,000 farming XP is really, really nice. So happy to get that one out of the way. It does give us an absolute massive boost from the start. I think we start with 20 and then we end up at 30 farming. So it's definitely nice for some early game levels and just miss kind of the boring parts of it really. Also completed the Troll Stronghold quest. Obviously a pre-requirement for the Desert Treasure quest as well. So we're getting our requirements quite nicely up now. And we still have a lot to go, but it'll do for a minute. Right, ladies and gentlemen, with this log here, we have completed 50 firemaking. So that's the recipe, not recipe for disaster, desert treasure requirement completed. I've actually made a little bit in the notes. So we've got a few things that we want to get done here. So that's kind of what we're going to be planning on getting done for now. I need to go and get some limpwort roots for the Temple of Ikov quest, and luckily I managed to get them from Master Farmers, and also I got some from the Mammoths as well, I believe. So I'm going to go and do a couple of farm runs, try and get 20 limpwort roots, and we shall go from there. Right, there's the magic log drop that we needed. Unfortunately, we only got 11, so we're going to have to get another one. But, you know, we're making some good money anyway, so it's not really the end of the world. Right, boys, so we have been doing a little bit of grinding. We are up to 63 smithing, which is pretty good. We are probably near a level as well. We've been making some GP at the same time. I've officially run out of steel bars and mithril bars, so I'm praying that we've got to 2,000, which we have. Happy days. So we have got the double ammo mode unlocked, and that's going to be really, really useful for our cannonball grind. We're going to be doing the outer Chaos Druids, which is going to be really nice. We're going to get our range level up before we do Revenant Knights to get GP. So I'm going to invest in a ton of cannonballs and go spend some time doing that. I need to also get a coal bag, but for now I'm just going to buy them and make them. They're pretty straightforward to do anyway. So let's go ahead and make some cannonballs. We ended up with 492k and Also, we have got some Revenant items which we need to alch as well. So I'm going to go ahead, get those alched, and then we can use that to invest into some cannonballs. So from the Rev loot as well, we got up to 869k. I do have some bracelets in the bank, but I'm just going to keep them for a minute until I need some. I'm just going to go and make some cannonballs, and we will see how many we can get from there and start the grind off. As it's a weekend, I want to get some kills done, and hopefully we can get ourselves a couple of drops. So the cannonball prep is well underway. We've got 436 cannonballs, and we've also got another 400 there, and I have made so far 1800. I'm just going to take a little bit of a break. We need to get some super restores, so we are going to do some LMS, get a couple points, get some super restores, and then I'm going to go and kill some Elder Chaos Druids. Kind of just take a break. I don't really want to make like 50,000 cannonballs in one sitting, because that's just depressing, and with the amount of time that I have to play, I do not really want to just sit there making cannonballs all day. So let's do a couple games of LMS, get some points, and let's have it. This is actually my first time killing these with the new zombie pirates. It's pretty annoying because they actually they don't use mage, so I'm actually getting battered. But the good news is they drop Karamwan, so you know, it just means a bit more frequent trips to the bank, but it's not the end of the world. I'm also going to pick up all the herbs because obviously free Herblore XP. Once we get to level 30, obviously we can use one for small favor, unlock prayer pots and stuff like that, so it's all pretty useful stuff. So that's kind of why I chose to do this grind nice and early. And also we are getting 103k range XP an hour, so the levels are going to come flying in. So let's hope we can see a drop. So far we are 61 Chaos Druids in. Let's see what we can get. First range level coming in already, 68, 2 more to go until the crystal bow, which would be nice. We'll obviously have to work on 56 agility, but that is nice to be able to get that unlocked. As annoying as the zombie pirates are, I mean, they actually drop some alchables and stuff, which is pretty useful. So just from that, we got a rune warhammer, 2 zombie pirate keys, and an addy plate body. So the GP will build up over time, and we're getting some herbs at the same time as well. So like I said, as long as we stay positive on the food drops, then we should be good to go, and it should bring us a little bit of extra loot, whereas before we wouldn't be getting any GP back, so at least we can reinvest that into cannonballs as well as try and get ourselves a drop. I think it's like 1 in 1,500 for an actual drop, so it's going to take a while, and we're going to see how we go. Obviously the old Chaos Druids were better, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. We might be lucky, get it over and done with quickly, but either way, range XP is beautiful, and Herblore XP cannot be snuffed at either. So it's actually quite busy. There's more people here than I thought I would be seeing, or whether they're just doing Wildy Slayer or not. I actually just got crashed. Someone just brought his cannon over here as well, like he did before. So turns out there's actually quite a lot going on here. So let's go in and carry on the grind. First trip down, we managed to get a decent amount of herbs just to start us off. That's 2,000 cannonballs in nearly, well, about 1,700-1,800. I can't remember what the total was. We've got 428 zombie pirates killed, which is pretty nice. Elder Chaos Druid is 150, so realistically we're going to want to times that by 10, so we're going to need like 20,000 cannonballs. And to be honest, I'm not really too fast. The best is slot mage armor as well, so it's like pretty useful, to be honest, and the range levels are just going to fly in, so at least we can kind of try and get out of the super early game, try and get into a little bit more of the mid game. Obviously look at getting Royal Titans done and stuff like that, and all the smithing XP is good because we can make bolts for like ruby bolts and stuff like that, which will come in handy for bossing. So it's definitely not going to waste, and we've got ourselves a decent amount of loot in the loot tab now as well, so we're slowly building our way up. Obviously there's going to be stuff needed, GP needed for crafting, fletching, all that sort of good stuff, and just continuously buying ores as well. So I will throughout the week try and make like a big bulk of cannonballs, but for now, as it's the weekend, I kind of don't really just want to sit there and make cannonballs, so I'm just gonna keep making a few at a time, keep killing some, and go from there. Really, let's get back to making some cannonballs and get back right into it. XP is absolutely flying through, and we are about to get level 69 range, so that's going to be really nice. One more level to go until we get the beloved 70. Hopefully we can get a couple of hard clues and maybe get ourselves some black tea high chaps. That would be a really nice upgrade, and another item off of the list. Another trip completed. I actually think now I'm going to go and open the keys. I've not even actually done any research. The only thing I know they drop is that teleport scroll thing, because I've seen it on a few YouTube videos. But in terms of general loot, I'm not really too sure on what you get. I'm pretty sure it's like all the way east. Yeah, I think it's this here. So let's see how many keys we've got. Let's bank the loot. There's another key in there, and pirate. We got 8 keys. So let's go. I'm just going to go and see what they look like when you open them. Check it out, have a little look, see what we get. Right, let's have a look then. So I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I'm guessing there's something to open around here. Oh, zombie pirate's chest. There we go. That'll do. Right, let's see what we get. First one is going to be cannonballs. They go straight in the looting bag. I'm going to close those. Cannonballs are decent, to be fair. 2-room battle axes. I'll take those. I'm just going to keep it in the looting bag. Was absolutely terrible. We got ourselves rune battle axes, some GP, some rune swords, and total loot came in at like probably the 100 odd K. So, you know, more GP in the bank for doing absolutely nothing, and we're not going to complain at that. Loot tab after that is looking not too bad at all. 3.3 mil in total in here. I'm not really sure where that is coming from, but I'm guessing 300 of those is probably quite a lot. Yeah, right. 500 blood runes as well. So looking pretty good. I may take a short break. I do need to start Motherlode Mine. The coal bag would make my life a lot easier. I've really been putting it off. But I think it might be time to go and have a little play at the Motherlode Mine for the rest of the evening. So I'm going to get cracking on that. And I'll be back in the next clip, and probably I have absolutely no idea what I'll be doing. Look how petrified you'd be if you saw that in the wilderness. Look at that wooden shield G, the crab helmet, the desert boots. We are looking lit right now. So after that, we are back with the Elder Chaos Druids, and we're going to get ourselves to level 70 range. After that, we will be continuing on. We're going to get ourselves the Elder Chaos robe finally. We did use a lot of cannonballs, but it was nice to finally get item number 1 ticked off at around 315 kill count as well. So you could say that I certainly spooned it. We also ended up 71 range coming in, which is real nice. Nice early gains into the account, and you can see that the zombie pirate KC is way over 1,000 at this point. Temple of Ikov took a little break. We were working on Desert Treasure on the side, so when I was getting bored of Elder Chaos Druids, I would go and do that. 10,500 range XP is also very, very nice. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Pure Iron Man. A massive thanks to everyone who's been watching the last videos. They're doing really, really well. We're getting over 1,000 views on some of them, so it's going really nicely. We're going to be bringing back the item list in this episode. These are the items that we are looking to unlock. I have updated a few of those. See, we've brought in the coal bag, the double ammo mode, and stuff like that. It's all useful early game items, and then we can kind of progress onwards. I've also put in the Deadeye and the other prayer, the other new prayers, as well as the Twin Flame Staff. And there's sort of a magic progression list as well. The Leaf Bladed Sword's also very, very useful. But enough about that. We're going to start working on some of those unlocks, and let's get on into the video. After that, we are going to be getting 73 range. So yeah, like I said, the range levels are flying in, looking real good now. Stats are still pretty low. However, it was nice. I'm not getting attacked at all at this point. And in comes the Elder Chaos Hood next, which is absolutely lovely. That is the second out of the 3rd pieces, and it is really nice to feel some unlocks coming in. Elder Chaos Hood also looks absolutely class as well. So we obtained a hard casket while we were out as well, and we are looking like an absolute beast in our monk's robes and insulated boots. But we do end up getting a pair of black d'hide chaps, which is of course an unlock, and that is the best in slot range chaps for now. You can get the Zamarok chaps and stuff like that. I mean, it's only a little bit of prayer, but we are definitely happy with that. Now that we've unlocked the black d'hide chaps, I thought I'd kind of just come in with a little update. We are sitting at 74 ranged. There's a few things I actually missed out. I did some AFK and got to 60 mining as well, which allowed us to go ahead and get ourselves the double ammo mode and the coal bag. So those are 2 items on the item list which we can unlock. I've also gone ahead and created 11,000 cannonballs, which means we are slowly getting there. That's our mage outfit so far, so we are looking pretty nice. We got some magic damage on there as well. We're just looking for the top, but yeah, it's going really nicely. We've got a ton of herbs as well, And the loot tab is starting to look really nice as well. There's also quite a few herbs in here. I think that's like 35 banked without actually considering when I level up I get to unlock different herbs. We've got 5 mil in the loot tab as well, not including the elders, so that's really good, and it means we'll be able to start making a good progress towards it. I'm going to make 100,000 cannonballs, I think, just so we have enough to go for the Slayer grind, and 26 pirate keys to open when we have hit the top, or whether or not we have 11,000 cannonballs to use. And if the 11,000 cannonballs don't get us the top, then we'll probably come back and do something else for now. But we're getting some good range levels in as well, so that's looking real good, and I'm really looking forward to the grind. Right then, so we are going to take a little bit of a break. I've got a few side quests that I want to do, and also a few other things. I think I've actually decided that we might go for, instead of doing the Song of the Elves rush like we did last time, I think I'm going to go for a Secrets of the North rush. I also train my attack up to level 50 now as well, so when we do get the Ancient Staff we can use it. The reason I think this would be a good rush is because the Ancient Scepter is actually best in slot strength bonus for a 50 attack account, so that would be pretty much endgame strength weapon for me, obviously crush weapon as well. And it kind of just gives us a goal of what we want to kind of work towards unlocking for the minute. And there's also plenty of other levels that we need to get as well, so that means we'd have something to work towards. For a couple of the side things that I want to get done, I've been trying to work on some revs. I need one more magic log drop. I've got 11 magic logs, so we're slowly getting there, but I think I'm actually going to cash in my zombie pirate keys for a minute. The mage bonus is looking pretty good. Obviously I will continue to do them and I will get the full set. However, for now I'm just going to cash in my keys as the GP is starting to run really low, 116k. So I am going to go and open these, and hopefully we can get ourselves some luck. I don't really know what to expect, but we're going to take out our stuff and see what we're going to get. By the way, if anyone's interested as well, don't forget to join the clan chat. We've only just recently opened it, so we don't have too many people in, and I keep forgetting to advertise it in the video. So yeah, if you are looking for somewhere to just jump in, I'll rank everyone that joins, and we can all have a nice chat together, which would be pretty good. We are just arriving at the zombie lockers now, so let's get opening if I get anything good, or I'll either be back at the end to run through the loot that we did get. Right, there we go. Chests open, 2 rune warhammers and 164 deaths in the invent, and we also got 400k's worth of loot as well. So we got some GP, we got some rune items and stuff like that, so definitely taking that. I'm probably going to go and out loads of stuff now, get some GP and go from there. Probably will return to the Chaos Druids in a bit. I also want to start doing some Herblore. I've got myself quite a bit of XP in the bank now, and I really want to unlock prayer potions, so that means we'll be able to get the fire cape soon. So I'm going to do a little bit of Herblore, I think. So the plan for a minute, just going to get 30 Herblore. Hopefully we've got enough guams to get us there, because I don't have any other secondaries for the minute. Once we get to 30, we can start using XP lamps on there, so like things like One Small Favor, and also the achievement diaries. Obviously Varrock Armor 1 is best in slot, I believe. If not, it's very good unlock for a pure account anyway, so we'll get that done. 2,500 Herblore for that, and then we can do like Curse of the Empty Lord and stuff like that when we get Desert Treasure started, and we'll start working on our 70 Herblore. We're also going to need 72 mining, which I found out a minute ago, for Secrets of the North, so there's plenty of gains to be made, all increasing the total level, which means the lower total level I am, that means we'll be able to go on some total level only worlds and only be like 60 combat, so absolutely beautiful. 26 Herblore coming in, that's actually going to unlock us energy potions. We do have 83 Harrowlanders, and we have easy access to get ourselves some chocolate dust, so I'll be making those shortly as well, and it means our banked XP for Herblore has probably just gone up a bit. I think if I change that to energy potion, well, we're still at 34 Herblore, so Ranners will be unlocked soon, prayer pots will be unlocked soon, and life will be fantastic. There we go, that was nice and quick. 30 Herblore coming in. We can now clean Toad Flax as well. Obviously we'll be saving those for Saradam and Beerus in the future. I'm going to just make a couple more energy potions, as they are very useful, and I'm very glad to have some actual energy boosts and equipment, because Honestly, it gets quite painful, like doing blast furnace and stuff, and you've just got to walk all the time. It's just painful. And when we're going to make the 100k cannonballs, it's just going to help speed the grind up slightly. Right, so the plan's been decided. I am gonna go for the Hunter Sunlight Crossbow. I'm sick of last man standing for getting rune arrows. Fletching grind needs to be done anyway, so it's time to cash in some GP. Got all the alks out. We have 415 Slayer points, so we can unlock the broader fletching. There's some woodcutting that I need to do. I need to get some logs and stuff like that. I need about 120,000 broad arrows. So it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be between like 4 and 8 mil. So it's definitely going to be worth it, as fletching needs to be done anyway for blowpipe and darts and all that sort of stuff. So if we get out of the way early, that is also the plan. I am still going to be doing Elder Chaos Druids in between, just to kind of keep going. I do want to get the chest, just so that is unlocked. So let's get this stuff out and kind of devise a plan from there. Obviously 57 out of 7, we need 72 hunters, so we'll do that. Just do salamanders, get it done quickly, as fast as possible, and then we'll go from there. So that's pretty much the plan for a minute. Little unexpected level coming in, 60 magic, which means we can use the twin flame staff, the farmer and scepter, and also we can start Major Arena 1. So that'll be a nice little magic upgrade, and we'll get around to that pretty soon. After spending a lot of time doing alking, we went back 75 range coming in this time, so you can kind of see the scale of how long we were actually here. We were like 65 range at the start of this, and the zombie pirate KC is over 3,000, so I literally just spent ages just grinding and grinding and grinding, and we get ourselves a duplicate hood next, and this is where I kind of thought, oh dear, are we going to just get loads of duplicate pieces? But yeah, it's not the end of the world. A duplicate hood is not too bad. I mean, it didn't take much longer for the Elder Chaos top to come in, and that was the set completed, which is absolutely beautiful. I was absolutely buzzing. We have the full Elder Chaos robes, which is 3% magic damage as well for the account, so we are certainly cooking, and that is the best in slot mage robes as well, all sorted. Underground Pass was up next. I was working on getting the Regicide quest done and all the roving elves and stuff like that, so that is going to be the plan next. Iban's Blast is also pretty useful as well, so it was nice to get the Iban staff unlocked. Obviously you can upgrade it or enchant it, whatever it is, but that'll do for magic weapons for now, and we've got ourselves a nice bit of magic damage boost. Right boys, we have been very busy, actually grinding all the way to 72 Hunter. This gives us the good Hunter rumors, and it also means we've unlocked the Hunter Sunlight Crossbow. However, we are going to need 74 fletching, I believe, to get ourselves the unlock. So we need to get about 8 million GP. I've done quite a lot of alking from the stuff that we've got in the bank, and we are sitting at approximately 3.3. So we're not looking too bad. We did quite a lot of salamanders and stuff like that to get the GP. There's a few ideas that I've got. I could go to Revs, because Revs is good money. I might get lucky and get it in like 150 kills, but it's kind of boring. I also thought about Lizardman Shamans. I'm actually going to try and see how well they go, as the Dragon Warhammer is going to be needed, because we're going to be 50 attack. Obviously Dragon Warhammer lowers the defense, so I think that may be the play. There's a safe spot you can do. I'm just going to go and try it out for tonight and see how I get on. You can bring your cannon as well, and you will get quite fast kills, hopefully. So the Dragon Warhammer is a grind we need to do anyway. Like I said, we'll get the range levels from that, and you get a ton of GP, so I could do it that way. I'm just going to have a little browse and kind of go for that, but if not, we'll be failing to do that. We'll be going for Revenants, get the GP, get the unlock, and then that is going to be looking really nice. I did the Underground Pass last night as well, and we got ourselves the Iban staff as well, so that's pretty happy days really. So that's kind of the plan for a minute.